Shawty bad, slim, big. She might drug, she might fix, and I'm all up in her mix. She be mixing with the.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shefi, and you're welcome back to Shefi's Life. If this is your first time seeing this beautiful, gorgeous face of mine, thank you for clicking this video. Welcome on this channel. I film about lifestyle, beauty, and vlogs and fashion related content. So long time no see. It's been a while. The last time I posted a video, I think then I was still doing like my giveaway. Thank you guys again for hitting like 600 subscribers. You guys are my babies and I adore you guys. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. And I'm sure now if you are a regular subscriber, you already know the vibe. Thank you for clicking this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I've not been posting a lot of videos. Yes, I've not just been feeling it. And 2023, what I'm not going to do is force myself into making a video. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna force my content either. I'm just gonna post how I feel when I feel like it, and I hope you guys can bear that with me. Today's video is going to be an emo girl makeup look. I saw it on Mr. Chu's social media platform. If you don't know who Mr. Chu is, can Google it. Okay, let me just tell you, Mr. Chu is the CEO of TikTok. Yes, so I saw it on TikTok, and I saw, oh my god, it looks maybe not cute, but it looks like it looks like something I would want to try. So I decided to try. So today I'm making a video dedicated to that. I'm filming an emo girl look. I had to Google what emo meant, and I think emo in general just means like lovers of rock music. So this video is not to bash anybody. I'm just making a video because I like their makeup looks and I decided to recreate it. Yes. Also in this video, since it's a get ready with me, I'm just going to be discussing some things I like to call quarter life crisis. I'm going to be discussing like changes in my 20s. Like I'm going to be, this year makes me an old woman. This year clocking the age that I don't think I still want to claim yet. I'm too young for the age I'm clocking this year. Let's get that straight. But then I just feel like a couple of things that I've learned in my early 20s and a lot of changes have been happening. I just felt, why not? I can like to discuss it because somebody out there might be feeling what I'm feeling. I would like you guys to let me know if you guys like can relate to what I'm saying and what I'm saying. So basically I'm going to be discussing like changes in my body, things that I feel like I'm too old for, things I'm too grown for, changes I have been making recently. Yeah, grab your wine because this video is gonna be, I'll try not to make it a long video, but yeah, let's get right into the video. So for the look I'm going for today, I'm gonna try to cancel out my eyebrows because my eyebrows are way too thick, and I'm going to try to, this is the first time I'm doing this. I already prepped my face off camera. Like I already did my moisturizer, I already obviously washed my face, moisturized, used the primer and all that. But today, I've never done this before, so bear in mind I'm a learner like you guys. I just know that most looks that I see, they like to have like really thin eyebrows, and if I'm gonna be doing an emo girl makeup, it centers around the eyebrows. It's just the eye look. Most of them have like the cat eye look and then the eyebrow thingy. So hopefully that's enough glue for me. Well, hopefully that's enough glue. I'll let it dry before we set it, before we consider over it or set it. We just let that dry, and then if you see me like looking down or looking somewhere else, I'm either looking at the mirror or I'm looking at my phone because I have some things that I've written down that I feel like I want to discuss with you guys. Okay, so the first thing I've noticed, the first change I've noticed in my mid-20s is changes in my appearance. This has nothing to do with changes in my body, but my appearance in general. Like all of a sudden I don't want to be that girl that is on Instagram with her ass out. No shade to anybody doing that. this is, let me just leave a disclaimer. Everything I'm going to be talking about is personal to me, is my life experience, is my point of view on life. So don't come for me, okay? You can either take it. If you can relate to me, tell me, let me know in the comment section which part you can relate to. So all of a sudden, like before, obviously based on my background and how I was raised, I was not raised in a show your body off on the internet kind of with that mindset. I never had that, but I just feel like I'm at the point where in my life where I don't want to be giving away too much anymore. So like when I'm shopping, like buying my clothes, buying shoes, everything is different now. I'm leaning more into the classy, sophisticated, modest looking outfits, which I'm getting used to. It's not something that I'm used to, obviously. Sometimes I will see something, I'm like, oh, this is cute. Like, I don't mind like showing off like some parts, but I just feel like there's some things that there's a thin line between looking good and looking slutty, and I'm not very much on the BBL fashion that is going on like now. So my look when it comes to like wearing clothes, and I'm leaning more into the covering up and leaving my, like, I don't know how to explain that, but that's it. So I've not noticed any change in the aspect of like physical. Like my bum is still the same way it has always been in my teen years. I feel like my titties are still the same. So that another change I've actually noticed is like changes in my body. Like all of a sudden I'm lactose intolerant. Huh? I grew up drinking ice cream. Like, do you get? I grew up drinking ice cream and taking milk and having dairy products, and I'm fine. But now I feel like the older I get, the more intense it becomes. Like what is going on? I think I'm going to need a lighter concealer because I can still see my eyebrows underneath. Like, what's going on? All of a sudden I'm lactose intolerant. All of a sudden I'm dehydrated easily. I need water like every time, every single time. Next thing I'm going to be speaking about is, I'm just going to put them together: depression, overthinking, anxiety, and the feeling of loneliness. Depression is not one thing I cannot relate to because I refuse to believe that I've been depressed. I don't get it. I don't think I've ever been depressed, so I really don't want to speak on depression. But I know a lot of people in their early 20s or in their 20s are dealing with this. If you're dealing with this, you can find a therapist, find somebody to talk to, because depression is just a whole new ball game. I cannot give you a good advice when it comes to that because I have really not been depressed. That's how I feel. But one thing I can speak on is dealing with anxiety, peer pressure, and overthinking. Oh, you see, when it comes to overthinking, I am the queen of overthinking. Everything I do, I always think like 10 times further than what is actually happening, to the point where it gives me anxiety. I've never had panic attacks before, but you know when you just have this feeling of nervousness, you can't sleep, it doesn't let you sleep, it doesn't let you eat, you'll not be able to function well. It's just overwhelming. And the feeling of loneliness, like feeling lonely even when you have people around you, trust me, I can relate to that. And I don't know if a lot of people are experiencing this. I just feel the need to talk about it so that like you guys let me know in the comment section if it's something you can relate to. Like there's just there's no better way to explain it than just loneliness. Like there are people around you all the time, you can see them, like you're happy when people are around you, you're a happy person, but like when you're just by yourself, it's just this feeling of you're alone in the world, like the world collapsing around you. Yeah, that's the best way I can explain it, but that's what I've been experiencing. I just want to know if there are people out there that have this feeling, and how like things you've done to help you. Well, when it comes to my overthinking, I just try not to get ahead. I try not to worry about things that are not within my control. If I'm being very, very, very honest with you guys, with all the things I just mentioned, overthinking, anxiety, the feeling of loneliness, the only thing that I feel helped me is getting closer to God. And that's one thing. That's one thing I was gonna mention in on the long run. One thing that I feel like helped me in everything is getting closer to God, understanding my faith and my purpose in life, surrounding myself with like my things that will lead me to God. Days when I used to feel like I used to get anxious and I'm not able to sleep, what helped me was I would listen to like gospel music. And trust me, some people are just so calming. Like their voice just relaxes me. What is being said relaxes me, help me. I can now take in deep breaths and just eventually I sleep off. That's what I realized. So every time on the first day when I was going through like my anxiety, I was not able to sleep all through the night. But the next day I was like, what am I doing to help myself? How can I help myself feel better? So I decided one day I just closed my eyes and just prayed to God. And I was like, well, what's one thing that would just help me feel closer to God? I started listening to gospel music. And I don't know, maybe because I prayed and I spoke to God and I just let like whatever was going through my mind at the moment, I just let him have it. Like, you see what I'm going through, you know what I'm going through. I did not ask to be brought to this life. You already sent your son to this earth to die for my sins. Please take away the pain, take away the burden. And that was it. And honestly, there was this instant relief that I felt, and I just felt that I felt at the moment, and I was able to sleep. The next day I was like, huh, you slept. Surprising. But that was it though. This might help you. But if you guys have other ways to up coping, some people write. I used to write. But then the thing is, when you're at the thick of it, writing does not help. I used to be a writer all my life. Till now I still write. Like even when I'm about to film a video, I write the things that I want to discuss in the video down before I actually film the video. Writing was not helping at that moment. I was blank. Like I would go on my notes and I write, I feel lonely, and that was all. Like I had so much going on in my head, so much I had to say. For an overthinker, that was just like, that was even below the bare minimum. It was just rubbish because I didn't even know what to say. I did not have how to put out the words. I almost seeked out a therapist. So if you guys feel that's a good option, if you feel the need to talk to somebody, you can always talk to people around you. If not, find a professional, seek a therapist, let the therapist talk you through how you're feeling. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like the 90s, like my mom's era. Of her growing up. These are days to draw their eyebrow one line. This I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to do too much. So the next thing I'm going to be talking of that I feel like I don't think I'm beyond all these things, by the way, but I just realized that I'm tired of them partying until dark. Yeah. If you're going to tell me that we are going somewhere and by 12 o'clock we're still outside, yeah, you don't think that it's already time to go. Like I can't just physically hang anymore. Like I like it. Like let's say you do it once in a year. Yeah, on your birthday you go out, you have dinner, and then you go clubbing after. No problem, that's one time. But constantly, like trust me, I know people that are there every day. No shade to people that are there every day, but like where do you guys get the energy from? Because I don't have the energy anymore. Like what? I literally cannot relate to that. I don't have it in me to be outside by like 3 drinking. Or I feel like maybe because I started early, like obviously I left my parents at quite a young age, so maybe because it feels like see finish, hey, maybe because I had been exposed to it at such an early age. Like I'm in my mid-20s now and I'm like, I don't want to be outside. I don't want, like 12:30, like what am I doing outside? 1 o'clock, like can we go home? Like home is calling. That's how I feel about that. That's another thing I feel like I'm too old for. I will not be making a video about changes around me if I do not talk about marriage. Marriage, and everybody getting married. I think the first time a friend of mine, like someone I actually knew, a friend of mine, got married. I think I was like 19 then, and it was fine because she was like one in a lot, and she was not the only one. There were two, like two in a lot. But then it was like, okay, we are 19. What business do we have getting married? But you see now, I can just sleep and wake up and that person is engaged. It's over. The street is getting scanty. See the pressure that comes with getting married as like for women. It's crazy. I don't get it. Like if you're, well, if you're Black American or you're white or you're Asian, I don't know if you guys have the same traditions. Maybe tradition is not the right word, but I don't know if you guys have the same beliefs or you guys do things the same way we do. But I'm talking based on the West African, like a Nigerian. Like once you're done with school and you're in your 20s, they're already looking at you and giving you the side eye of, okay, when will you get married? Like, you're supposed to get married and have kids. Like, when will you do that? But the pressure is what? The pressure is getting worse. Like, you can just know, like, they don't have to tell you. You can just tell that all these, not to say aunties, you can tell that everybody's giving you the side eye. Ospa, when will it be your turn? Like, if you're single, they start asking you, settle down, find somebody you marry, this thing. Like, the change is different. Like, we went all the way from stay away from guys, that people getting pregnant, don't, you know, like, keep yourself for marriage and all that talk, to where is your this thing, your time, like your biological clock is ticking, it's time for you to have kids. It's like, wow, it's such a drastic change. But one thing I know for sure, nobody's going to pressure me into getting married, of which, like, nobody's doing that, I'm saying. But like, that's one thing that I would like, that's one peer pressure I would never follow. Do you get? No matter how old I am, I'm just gonna do it at the right time, when I feel comfortable, when God sends me the one and he's ready to put the ring on this finger. Okay, baby, let's get married and shit. But I'm not gonna now be that person that is like, oh, I need to get married today. Like, obviously, when we're like growing up, every girl knew at some point they wanted to get married, like what age it was. It's not what busting my head is that the age is here now. It's like, okay, but you're not married. This marriage thing, don't let anybody put pressure on you. To each their own. Everybody, they don't have to carry last comma. That's one thing I've learned from my siblings. They know they carry last comma for husband. That's no be who go husband house first. No be who go husband. That doesn't mean their relationship is gonna last or their relationship is even solid enough for marriage. And another thing is that I don't understand how, like, people are divorcing left and right too. You're seeing the divorce rate. So that's not something you should rush to. Marriage is definitely not one thing that I would want to do based on, I want it to be a one-time thing. I'll marry you and it will be me and you for the rest of our lives. Bam. I'm not getting married because I want to have like this big extravagant event. Like, people are forgetting that there's more to marriage than just the event. And I hope people that are getting married too are not getting married with that mindset. Like, people that are getting married now and are not getting married with the mindset of, oh well, just because I want my wedding dress to be a certain way or something like that. Like, marriage is not play, no good there, good there. So be sure that that's what you want, and be sure that this is somebody that I don't mind spending the rest of my life with before you decide to make that such commitment. But like, the pressure is getting worse. The rest of us down the streets, we're not plenty again. Everybody and their sisters and their siblings just getting married. Picking where people I'm older than and like married. I'm like, huh? You're married? But God bless your own. I can't believe like we're old enough, like we've gotten to that point where we can actually get married. It's crazy, but that's one of the changes. Three things that I'm learning to do too is maintaining a healthy work-life balance. That's one thing I aim to have for the rest of my life. I want to figure out how to balance work without letting like my life as a person, without depriving myself of what I like to do, e.g. YouTube or creating content. How to balance that with earning an income and stuff like that. Another thing that changed, another thing my mindset changed on was, before I used to I can go with marriage. Before, I used to be of the mindset of I want to be financially stable before getting into marriage. I'm not saying you should go marry somebody and not have money. You be financially stable, or well, financial stability means different things for different people, and I just feel like you can never. Let's be honest, you can never get there. When you get to the point, let's say you put a $10,000 mark on you being financially stable, like okay, if I have 10K, then I'm stable enough at least. When you get to 10K, trust me, the kind of responsibilities you're gonna have then, kind of things like problems, no, obviously nobody wants problems, but the kind of responsibilities you're going to have then, it's going to 10K will be small money. All I know is that it's easier to reach a financial goal as a couple as opposed to one person trying to reach a financial goal. So be like, financial stability should not be a reason why you be like, oh, I don't want to get married. Like, yes, have your own money, have your activities in orders, but don't be like, until I reach so, until I have like 10,000 cars in my lot before I get married. I don't think that's realistic. That's another thing that I had to learn about recently. So I did my contour offline. Don't worry, all this is coming together, and I'm just gonna blend my face. One thing I noticed about the emo girls is that they like blush, so I'm going to be using this like liquid blush. Okay, another thing that I am doing now is doing things that align with me and not others. I'm not doing anything for anybody. I'm not doing anything for social media clicks. I'm not doing anything for social media followers or social media likes. I'm doing it based off me and not anybody else. It kind of sounds selfish, but that's where I am at the moment. That's the point where I am in my life. I'm now very intentional about the people I follow, the things I see, the things I like on social media, and if it does not align with my faith, I'm disassociating myself with it. I'm not doing all that Capricorn, Leo, making that my personality traits, or now like embodying. This is disclaimer, this is strictly about my faith, by the way, so nobody should come for me talking based off my personal like life experiences, and that's it. So like, that's it. Also, I'm open to learning new things, open to more experiences. I'm open to traveling more, like trying new food, trying out like new things. I'm open to making friends, like making more friends, establishing new friendships, but creating a healthy boundary. Yeah, and that's not just for like my friendships too, that goes to like my relationship, like creating boundaries and not letting one of them outshine the other or overshadow the other. Letting like peace reign, like no drama. I ain't about no drama, no gossiping around me. Talking about the next page, really not my problem. I really, nah, no drama. And one thing I've realized that I'm doing more is based on, maybe it's a social media detox, maybe because I now watch what I listen to, what I see and things like that. It makes me prioritize my happiness more. So now it's about me. Anything that does not make me happy, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna think about it. If it makes me happy and I feel like I want to keep on doing it, then I'm gonna do it. But if it doesn't make me happy, I'm sorry. And I think it's a good advice for everybody. Like, if it doesn't make you happy, if that man is not making you happy, leave. If the relationship is not making you happy, leave. If that friend is not making you happy, then leave. Like, yeah, one thing I'm also learning to do is before I speak on a situation or a matter, I'm trying to like research, be well informed about what I'm speaking about before I speak about it, because I feel like I'm not a baby anymore. I can't just open my mouth, wow, and just like be talking anyhow. Oh yeah, self-pity. Self-pity too is what, we're not going to be wallowing in self-pity again. If I have a problem now, I try to think about it that every problem I have is temporal, and as long as I believe in God and anything is solved, that's it. That is it. Think about it. God got you. this problem I'm having now is not gonna be my problem a month from now, and I'm fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, girl. I think I tried my best to get in character and just bring out bits and pieces of things that I have in my wardrobe to get this emo girl look. Emo girls, you guys should know, let me know in the comment section if I did the look justice. And all the things I spoke about in these videos are personal to me, by the way. I'm not sure everybody we all experience things differently. So this brings us to the end of the video. This is this is what I came up with from my wardrobe. Okay, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about your quarter life crisis. If you guys can relate to any of the things that I have mentioned in the video, let me know in the comment section. If you're not taking anything from this video, take away understanding your faith, establishing boundaries and respecting people's boundaries. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section if you guys like more videos, if you would like to see more videos like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.